Podcast. Ooh, it's the Knuckle Sandwich Podcast. Ooh, the Knuckles are officially in the room, so make room. Yeah, the Knuckles are officially on air. The Knuckles are officially on air. So go ahead, raise your knuckles in the air.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Knuckle Sandwich Podcast. It's you guys. You got Ace, Xavier, Nathan, and Justin in the mix again. Week 100 of quarantine, right? Week 100.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So how's everybody, doing these days? Locked in your rooms?
I'm good. Still alive.
Dry.
You know, people, you can still walk around outside. You know that?
Not allowed.
You used to still walk out there. Just stay away from people.
Yeah.
You don't have to have
Yeah.
a dog.
Nathan has direct orders from Huntsville, Alabama to not take a shower, apparently. And if he doesn't, then it doesn't really explain why he's not taking showers anymore.
Man, people are out here suffering. They're locked in their houses, and you start off the podcast with that terrible joke.
First of
Bro,
all,
that's
the only
best
joke,
thing.
the only joke in this podcast is your hairline right now. All right. Second
Okay,
of
that's
all,
a little better. That's a little
Second-
better.
No, it's fine. It's good. It's good. I don't need. You're not the judge. All right. Everything's been going well with me. You know,
If I was the judge, you'd be guilty of a nose slaughter because we haven't been on the podcast in 2 weeks, so that means I haven't reminded Booty Bandit. What's your name? Ace. To brush his teeth.
I have a name. What are you
I
saying?
haven't reminded Ace to brush his teeth in 2 weeks, so he might be destroying people's nostrils out there.
How about you put your ointment on your neck so we can all get back to living our lives?
It's not.
You know what?
It's not spraying as much pus as yours.
Wait. So you're admitting that your neck is pussy?
If we're comparing like pus spots, I'm definitely coming in second place in this podcast. Whose dog is it?
It's Minx.
Waits
Now it
till
has to stay in.
He waits until someone finishes a sentence and then barks.
Because you can't be wearing headphones unless Ace and his dog are sharing headphones. And he's muted now, so he can't deny it.
Sorry, all right. I'm sorry. There's some people at the castle today. You know what I'm saying? So dog gets a little scared around other people she don't know. But yeah,
Are munchkins like a real thing, or like a munchkin is it's like saying it's like an imaginary character, right?
I'm gonna let you finish that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
like a midget is a real thing, but like a munchkin is not. What's the difference?
Every group of people on the planet, you've somehow managed to insult. Every group.
But Ace said he's not used to people he's not used to, like his dog, and so I was like, oh, maybe Ace, and the dog, and Ace's munchkin in his room are getting to know.
Stop
Like,
putting
real, or is that just from Wizard of Oz?
Stop putting things that aren't real in my living space. All right, it's not happening.
Ace has a centaur in his basement. He has a minotaur in his garage.
But I'm doing fine, Justin. Nothing
Good.
crazy. Well, Ace did bring up hairline. My hair is getting extremely long. I do need a haircut.
Whoa!
Since I'm not going outside every day, I don't pick it out every day, so it's getting worse.
For those of you who
I was in the mic.
What'd you say, Nathan?
it literally sounded like he brought the mic to the dog. I was gonna say, for those of you who have never seen Xavier, he has an afro, and his hair is already really long. So
Yeah.
it actually concerns me
Yeah. it's
how long your hair could be.
But
Little scary.
if this lasts any longer, are you Is there any point you're willing to cut it, or are you gonna dread it out?
I
Break
had
it?
dreads when I was a kid. I didn't like it that much. I'm just gonna
Okay.
keep cutting it back down. My my team that I work with at my job, they're getting a little antsy. We have Skype meetings every Monday and Wednesday, and they want to spice them up by throwing in pictures of what we look like working from home. And I'm like,
So that's
no.
not part of that's not the
Yeah.
job description. So.
Yeah, I said no, thank you. My boss said,
NSFW.
and my boss said, if you don't provide a picture, they're going to provide one for us. So I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It might be a cartoon picture, or they'll dig through my Facebook. I don't know. But there's no way I'm showing my professional peers what I look like right now. My hair this long.
Bro, that could get racist really fast. Like,
Well, my boss is black, so
oh, okay, good.
he doesn't do
Puts up
anything crazy.
a picture of himself as you to see who notices. Man, all right. Yeah. Luckily, I do know a couple people who cut hair out here, so not looking too raggedy.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
lucky.
Not too raggedy.
My barber, when I was in Alabama, he used to do house calls. Come out there, the mobile seat, his headlight he has on his forehead, his gloves and everything.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those out here.
Imagine those guys are making a lot of money right now.
He has
Or
to
they,
be.
they could be.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, pay the gas and the haircut. Well, we'll keep it pushing. I'm interested at this topic on the top of our list. I know Ace and Xavier here right now. I want you to take that one away.
What's syntax? All right, Ace,
Yeah.
go ahead and give him that example.
So we did some searching, and earlier today, Xavier said something a little crazy. He said syntax. We were just talking, and I realized that word has not been defined yet by the masses. Xavier, I'll let you take it away with what's the definition of syntax?
Oh, let me get a definition. How about I give you an example, and then you try to get the definition from that.
All right, yeah.
Shoot, I can't even think. So imagine an ASMR streamer, right? And she's streaming on Twitch, and then say she walks away from the mic just like to go get some water, and then during that time you donate $500 just to get one of their messages very top of the list, and it says, "Will you marry me?" And then she comes back, sits down, reads the comment, but doesn't reply. That $500 is a simp tax. So me and AC looked this up. This term isn't coined yet. So I think Damage Podcast needs to get it on the ground floor.
Okay.
Coin simp tax.
Yeah,
Alright.
basically, simp tax is anytime a simper or simp uses financial means to influence a woman, and that is a simp tax.
It's
So,
2020. It could be a guy too.
I don't know any
Oh wow.
female simpers out there, but at 7 billion people, there's probably at least one.
I never even considered that, Justin. Is that
I mean,
a
could
thing?
you say? No, I can't. I was going to say.
PewDiePie's on Twitch, isn't he? Those are
I don't think
kids,
he is.
maybe.
I don't think PewDiePie's on Twitch, but
Maybe.
Are you going to confirm that PewDiePie is not on?
Oh no, I was
Not
gonna
on
say
Twitch?
it's definitely kids on PewDiePie, but
Okay.
well, there
Equally
we go.
creepy to
There we
confirm
go. There goes at least one person that listens to our podcast. But yeah, I guess it's possible. Hold on.
We're professionals. All right.
I'm sorry, she's acting brand new.
So we were just surprised this term hasn't been coined yet. Because
Okay.
how long the simp meme been out? Like a month or two now?
It's been out there for a while.
And I don't know, would
Uh,
the simp tax count towards people with OnlyFans account? Because they are getting pictures out of it, I assume.
Okay.
That still count as simping?
I think so.
Well, then there you go. That's simp tax.
Okay.
How
yeah.
do we trademark this? How does that work?
Well, the first thing we do is anyone listening, go ahead and follow the Knuckles Sandwich Podcast on Twitter. And there you will see a more thorough definition of simp tax. And let's get that to 1 million retweets.
yeah, let's
1
go ahead
million
and do that.
retweets.
Yep. I agree.
So, everybody, the 30 people, 40 people who listen to this, we need each of you to make thousands and thousands of accounts. And like I said,
Simp
retweet
tax.
that. Let's go viral,
Dude.
All right.
The dog agrees. But yeah, that was just something me and AC were coming across, Justin. You just want to throw that out there. we have to
Okay.
say it in this podcast in case someone does come up with it in the next week. We were there first.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, you heard it here first on the Knuckle Sandwich. We'll keep it pushing, like I said. All right, this one, it's been all over the internet. Everybody has seen it, or at least heard about it. It's Tiger King on Netflix. The story of, I think is an innocent man, Joe Exotic. And his,
Whoa.
he's just, I'm saying,
That's one way to bring up the topic. Wow.
I think he's innocent of the crime that he is in jail for. But all the other stuff, this man is, insane. He's actually insane.
Now, I've only seen the first 3 or 4 episodes, so I haven't finished the series. But I'm okay if you spoil the whole thing. All right?
Yeah.
This documentary is not a TV show.
No. I don't even really think there's too much to spoil. Like, first of all, shout out to whoever the film crew was for putting this passion project together, because that's the only thing that I could say to describe this. 'Cause, I imagine normal people, after maybe a week of dealing with this guy, they'd be like, yeah, this one's a dud. But this is years of footage of,
Yeah, he said 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Joe Exotic.
You're not gonna get that time back.
No. But Joe Exotic is he was a zookeeper out in Oklahoma. He owned, I think, over 200 big cats. And that's how they refer to these lions, tigers, leopards, all that stuff. Just, big cats. Just in the middle of Oklahoma. And people would come and play with tiger cubs and lion cubs and whatnot. And like I said before, just because I think a majority of people were not just into this very niche part of society that exists, I did not know so much dark stuff went into acquiring a tiger and then caring for a tiger.
Yeah, I think I was surprised because I'd heard a lot about it, and then they said it's in Oklahoma, and I realized that's kind of close to home for a lot of us. A lot of us meaning well, just Xavier and Jasmine and Jessica and maybe all of us.
Yeah.
I think all of us might end up moving out there. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I think Asian has a job lined up out there.
Hey, we won't put his business out there. But
no. It'd be crazy, if it doesn't work out, and then this is etched in history. Saying that I
Let's
had
just take this whole
a
section
job
out right here.
opportunity in
Take it out,
Oklahoma.
take it out.
I don't get the job.
Get the
all
time,
right?
get the timestamp. Take it out.
God, you ever think about that, huh?
But what if you have some faith, man? Jeez, believe in yourself, dude.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell the audience. All of us have tryouts at the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're going out to OKC.
We got
bring our
short
talents out west.
Get out west.
All right.
It's
All
crazy that like all of that, man. That song's good. You can't all write me on that. That song's really good.
All I know is the TikTok parts, and that's where I think you got it from.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a music fan before I'm a TikTok fan. I just want everyone who's ever met me to know that. Music definitely before TikTok. But Oklahoma, it's just crazy that's it's just so close to home. Like it's an hour outside of Oklahoma City is where all this stuff happened, which also is not surprising that an hour outside of Oklahoma City is where all this stuff happened.
Literally the Wild West. Like I said, Joe Exotic. I think his real name is Joe Maldonado, but he goes by Joe Exotic. He was a candidate for governor, a candidate for president in 2016, and then he dropped out or switched his campaign over to a governor's race in 2018. I think he came in 3rd place.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I said, for this guy's actually crazy. To give you a little bit of background, we may try and throw a photo up there, or everyone knows the documentary. Everybody kind of knows what this guy looks like. He's got blonde hair. It's a mullet. He walks with a cane, carries a revolver, and he works with tigers.
And he's a redneck, and he's gay.
I don't really know if redneck is. Can those exist at the same time?
I think he's transcended redneck.
He called himself a redneck.
And as Xavier pointed out, he doesn't wear underwear.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing I got from the show. That's Episode 1, he says, "Yeah, I don't wear underwear." Yet he was wearing leather pants.
This man wears leather pants a lot. And he graced us with that knowledge. He's also a country music singer.
Yeah.
And he potentially tried to pay somebody to murder a lady in Florida.
Yeah. I actually heard today that he lip syncs all of his music.
No,
But that's actually not him.
no,
Well,
It
at
did
least
sound
when
a
it's
little
recording.
Nathan. Why
Yeah.
couldn't
What do you mean?
let
It's
me
like
live
it's not
in
never him at all, or because the voice
I-
does sound a little different.
We'd have to see, because he never, like, except for when he sang that one time. I don't want to give away the spoiler, but that one time
go
when
ahead,
he sang,
go ahead.
it was just I won't ruin it unless it has to come up,
Okay.
because that's a huge moment in the show. But yeah, like, he doesn't really show off his vocals in the in the show, you know.
Yeah.
A real singer,
It is
they'd
all
be
just,
singing to the tigers and stuff.
Yeah, he has some good lines. He goes, "Oh, here, kitty, kitty, mama's got some sweet treats for you. Oh, here, kitty, kitty, you can't find the taste in the zoo." So, he has some bars. Okay, I mean, that's check him out. Joe Exotic.
I think the first time I realized he was kind of off the rails was, it might have been the first episode where he's talking about how he's always armed. And they said the guy didn't even ask. He's like, "It's not for the tigers, though. It's not for the tigers.
I'll shoot you before I kill my tigers.
Yeah." And he looked the guy in the eye. He said, "I'll kill you before I shoot one of my tigers." I was like, "Oh, well, that kind of guy."
I guess he does kind of fall in the redneck category. He loves him some guns and tannerite.
Oh, yeah.
He loves tannerite. For those who don't know, that is a legal explosive you can buy. Parody, don't go buy that. We in no way encourage you to buy tannerite. But it is a legal explosive that Joe Exotic loved. What else about him? Not even just Joe Exotic. The whole imagine like big players in like the exotic animal world, because you have him. There's Doc Antle, who's out there in South Carolina, who's definitely is running a cult. All right, don't let anybody tell you different. That's a cult.
Yeah, it's a cold.
That's a cult. For what do you call it when you bring impressionable young ladies into your home, give them homes, feed them, and then all they have to do is work for you in a multitude of ways. You figure you put that how you will.
Yeah.
The first person they interviewed, she said, she started off by saying, "I will always love him, always." And then she said, but he was doing some crazy stuff down there. He's a cult leader. So I think that is a attribute of someone that's been a part of a cult. They always are going to kind of have that in there. Like, they'll never leave. Like, mentally, she still loves the man who she acknowledges is a cult leader and only has people there that are women working under him. There's so many red flags. But on the other side, those women all have their own house and they're pretty big. I mean, I got to say that.
Yeah.
But they're
Like-
all on the same street. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah.
They all had houses on the same street.
On his land, which is not so cool. But they all had their own house. So, I don't know. Pros, cons, it equals out.
And Doc Antle, I hate calling him Doc Antle because
He's not a
he's not a real doctor. First of all, I think his actual PhD, whatever it is in like occult science.
Yeah, it's
mystical science.
Mystical science. But
Whoa,
introduce
what is-
himself as a doctor.
Like, what's the best thing I could major in to start a cult? Mystical
is-
science.
Mystical science. What is that?
Oh, you don't know.
Is that voodoo?
Let me demonstrate.
So you know about Albert Einstein, right?
Yeah.
Same knowledge base right there.
Wow, I typed in mystical science on Google, and the first three things were mystical science doctor, mystical science degree, mystical science Doc Antle.
So I'm not the only one questions.
But yeah, I've been listening to. So he was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, and also he's on Andrew Schultz's podcast.
Really?
And they interviewed him, and they asked him about the women. He's like, "Oh, come on, guys." he's really good at like deferring. He's like, come on, guys. Oh, they put me on this documentary saying I have 7 wives. I'm just a single guy. I'm a single 50-year-old man who has some girlfriends. What's different about that? And I was like, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, it's I guess the big difference between him and Joe Exotic is where Joe will just do, literally anything that he's thinking. Doc Antle kind of has like that cold, calculating, the way he moves around. And now it makes him a little more dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like you see him like talking. Obviously, he's familiar with like the media. He's like, "Oh, we can set up a shot here, here, and here." He knows how to work the cameras. Give those people what they want on social media.
Yeah.
What I found surprising from watching, I haven't finished the series. I'm like 4 episodes in, but I found surprising that the cartel leader who admitted on camera that he helped cut someone up and went to jail for it is less crazy than the rest of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that he is walking around driving a Bentley.
Yeah. Cut someone up. Gave him 100 years and he got out for 15.
The cartel. Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
They
from
didn't really
Florida?
explain that.
Yeah, from Florida. Yeah, I don't think he had a choice, Nathan. All right? I don't think the film crew had a choice.
Yeah.
That was so sad. Yeah. He's just looking and just smiling. Yeah, man. Just like Scarface. Yeah, man. We chopped him up.
Yeah, I didn't actually do it, but I was there.
I was there. Chopped him up.
Pretty
burned
crazy.
him up.
It was just like the movies, man. Then I did my 12 years and I'm back here loving life.
With his animals.
He was my
In his
favorite
mansion.
character. In his mansion. And no one was allowed in.
Aren't you supposed? Isn't your money supposed to be like taken away from you?
Hey, I don't
Like when you go to jail for stuff
I
like
was talking to Jessica about that. I don't know how they could not, I guess, tie that together.
Hey, it's not taken away if you bury it in your backyard.
True, but
Bury it in I don't know. I don't know what cartel guys bury their money in.
Well, maybe didn't he go to jail for that guy that got killed, not for the drugs themselves?
yeah, oh yeah, that makes sense. He was just in connection to that murder.
Yeah.
It's just that's not as bad. Yeah, there are no heroes in this show. All right.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
not even Carol Baskins.
Yeah. All right. We'll
she
round
looks
out the
scary.
trifecta.
Yeah, looking at her dead on looks scary.
The Carol Baskin, who runs another opposing big cat plantation. Yeah, big cat plantation in Florida. Who is like, I guess, the villain in Joe's world. Because she's always trying to sue him, always talking about how he mistreats his animals, which probably did. I think we did. But Carol's, she's got some skeletons in her closet too. Maybe her husband. Yeah, this lady, her husband went missing. Couldn't find him. But like I said, she lives on a tiger plantation with 50 big cats. So
Whoa.
you put 2 and 2 together. What's an easy way to get rid of a body?
The same. Wait. Is the guy that's in the first 2 episodes? Because that's all I've seen. Is that her husband or was her husband?
That's her current husband.
That's her current husband.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
her, this is
Before
her
that
third
went
husband.
missing.
Her third husband before him, who was a millionaire, just went missing a couple of days before he was trying to divorce her.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Left without a trace. Allegedly.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, because I know that she sues people. This is all just allegedly she killed her husband. All right?
Oh yeah! Oh my goodness! Yeah, thank you, Justin.
We defamation.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we're just summarizing the Tiger King. All right, we're not throwing any opinions out.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. This show it's really good. It's kind of like how do I explain it? It's like Crocodile Hunter meets Jerry Springer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's
okay. Yeah, that's good.
That's what it's like. And like so you meet Carol Baskin and you're like, wow, she's just some hippie who wears flower beads around her head and is also 60 years old and loves tigers. And then you start hearing like the dark stuff about her.
Yeah.
And then even in the beginning with Joe, you're like, oh, he's just a tiger lover who started his own zoo and was starting a anti-drugs campaign, and he realized tigers helps the kids pay attention. And then it gets into where he's at now. You're like, ugh. So I think those are some of the best movies and some of the best stories are the ones where you can't tell who to side with, the hero or the villain. And there's a lot of that in Tiger King where you're like, okay, is Carol Baskin the crazy one, or is Joe Exotic the crazy? Well, Joe Exotic's definitely crazy, but is he?
Who's crazier?
Who's crazier? I don't know, man. That her zoo was definitely jacked up though.
Her
Like she
whole
had
zoo is, well, based off the
some Home
documentary.
Depot fences around those tigers.
Everybody went there's volunteer work. That's crazy.
Which is insane. These
Mhm.
people are working 12 hours like a day, 7 days a week for free.
For up to 5 years.
Oh hell, no.
That's before she learns their name.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then all of Joe Exotic's employees are like, and I kind of liked how he did that because there was always people who, yeah, they were
Ride or
all
die.
missing limbs. Actually, they were literally all missing limbs or teeth. But like it'd be like their first day out of jail and they had no place to go. And so he said, "Hey, come on over to GW Zoo.
Eat all the expired Walmart meat you want."
Yeah, they get choice selects. This is how who was it? Doc Antle was saying like they cost like $12,000 per tiger
yeah.
or whatever.
I did like that
He's-
comparison.
Oh yeah,
He's like, I could feed a tiger for $3,000. So literally a quarter of the price, and those tigers are just out there rolling in the mud. The way he acquires his meat is, they just buy it in bulk from Walmart after it's essentially expired, or he gave the loophole, which is like after somebody returns the meat, which is so weird, or they don't want it at checkout. I guess it's got to go away
because it's
Yeah.
not 200 tigers worth of food being returned to Walmart.
Yeah.
Raw.
He has his feeders out there, purposely getting their credit cards declined.
They talk about that more too. One of his workers said that Joe, in trying to stay ahead of like the IRS or whatever and creditors, would just like constantly switch like the names of people who were responsible for what bills. It's like the cable bill is in like 10 different people's names. And he's like, he thought that would confuse the creditors, but obviously they just put it all in one big file. You can't knock him for trying though.
there's that moment when one of his employees gets their arm
Ripped off.
gets their arm ripped off, and he well, first of all, I just think I love that this part has become the meme of, there's so many memes that have come from this show, but where he's standing there and he's saying, "I will never financially recover from this."
Even though his employee's missing her arm or hand forever.
The girl's missing her arm. But,
And she came back to work. He
5
said
days later.
he said, the media kind of been on our asses. Did you come back to work? She said yes. She said yes after like losing her arm
It was
a week
days.
ago. Yeah. She was in the hospital for like what? Just 7 days, she said. And then she was back at work. So, yeah. I don't think I'd ever do that for my job,
No,
but I don't know. Maybe.
that was I think just another, I guess kind of like Nathan was saying, is like these people that he gets kind of have nowhere to go. I'm not saying Joe takes advantage of them, but some of these people Joe definitely takes advantage of.
What was the name of his second husband? That kid.
Travis
Yeah,
Maldonado.
Travis.
What was the story, Asian? When they first met him, I forgot.
They were sitting in the I
Okay,
think
yeah.
he came down for like I don't know, just to see the tigers, or he was starting to work there or something. 19 years old, this kid. And Joe said, "Man, the first thing I saw was his big hands." And we were sitting in the back of that truck. Oh no, the girl that eventually lost her hand was saying, "Yeah, we were sitting in the back of the car, and Joe was talking to the kid. He said, when you're watching the pornography, do you like to watch the men with the big ones or the small ones? When you watching them with the women?" And he said, "I guess the big ones." And then he said, "Well, you ain't that straight then." And then
And then
next
the next
shot,
scene, they're married.
they're married.
Hey, that's not even the craziest part. This is a three-man marriage.
Oh yeah, he's married. That was his second husband.
And he just asked him, he's like, "Hey, can we marry this guy? Can we add him to the group meet? Like what, or something like that?"
Yeah.
Like,
So-
I guess so.
Oh man.
I don't know. I feel like that's just, like that was a smart way to like change the kid, but it's also like it's just dumb. Like what if I were to say, "Oh, you're vegetarian, huh? How vegetarian are you?" So when you watch Chopped, do you like the beginning of the show or do you like the end of the show? Well, I like the end of the show because it's a little more intense. Maybe you're not so vegetarian. And then it's like the same thing he did.
Literally, that type of logic makes no sense. So I don't know why that kid fell for it.
He fell for it.
Yeah, but they get more in depth into it, I guess, in like the semi-Travis episode. Is like Joe just keeps him stocked. He's always high, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Always keeps him high. Get him whatever drugs he wants. And Travis just lives that reckless lifestyle, having affairs with people inside the park.
Inside the park.
Wow.
It's literally its own little universe. That part of Oklahoma.
Crazy. And then what's funny is at the very end, both of his husbands say, "Oh yeah, I've been straight this whole time. I'm just married to Joe." Which I don't get.
Wait, they do say what? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're straight. Yeah, we just love Joe."
Wow.
Which I don't know what's more culty, the Doc Antle guy having 6 girlfriend wives and buying houses for them, or Joe Exotic converting straight men to gay husbands for like decades. What's more culty? I don't know.
Wow.
Who's really into the mystical arts? Because anyone can get a girlfriend, but not anyone can turn a straight 6'6". That dude was like, he's 6'6" and like jacked.
Yeah.
800 pounds. Yeah.
Pure muscle.
You couldn't even wear a shirt. There's no shirt that can contain them.
Never had a shirt.
He didn't really wear a shirt.
Whoa. He was
Had
a
that
human
tribal-
tiger.
Oh,
Whoa.
Okay.
his tattoos
Joe's
for
nasty.
the pattern.
Oof.
Yeah. And what's crazy is so Joe, he actually had 2 husbands before this show. And one husband apparently is in jail for life for murder. And then the other
Whoa.
and the other husband died. And so that the dude with no teeth and who never had his shirt on. Also, can we talk about how that guy he never had his shirt on the whole entire series?
He
This
did not.
is so dirty, man. Oh. Yeah, his house.
Had rats.
Had rats in the drawers.
Hey, free lodging though. All right, free. 130 degree trailers.
At nighttime.
Which that's not true. It doesn't get that hot in Oklahoma.
We put 30 people in there.
Oh yeah, you put 30 gay meat eating men, 6'6" men in a trailer. The temperature will probably rise. This isn't a kids podcast. It might not even be a PG-13 podcast anymore. Might not even be a rated R podcast. But that's what happens when you cover Joe Exotic.
So, I mean, you guys, maybe you can tell me this. Does he actually get financial wealth? Or is he just kind of a broke man with a lot of land?
That's a good
I
question.
think at one point he was like financially like sound because like he was doing this for 20 years. And I think until he started getting a bigger head that, it started becoming unsuccessful. And then obviously the news stories about, hey, my employee just lost an arm in a tiger cage. That'll have
a financial.
That'll do something.
And then, if we're talking about money, Jeff, is that his name? The guy who steps in?
Oh, the guy with the hat and the bandana under the hat.
Hat, the bandana, and the thinnest goatee. Not a goatee. What do you call that? It's just the outline of his mouth and chin. I don't know what you call it. Kind of facial hair.
Like a spaghetti strap, but on your face.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that guy kind of ruined the show.
I haven't finished this episode yet, but he reminds me of real life Robert, California.
Oh, that's good.
But less cunning somehow. I'm looking at, I think it's called a pencil beard is what this guy has.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a pencil beard. Okay, that's
Oh,
gross.
yeah. That's kind of gross.
But yeah, this guy also, this guy Jeff was the grandson of someone who owned 100 elephants in the U.S. Where are these people? Why did we never heard of them until now?
Yeah. I've
Why am
lived
I
in North
finding-
Carolina my whole life, and apparently Doc Antle has had a big cat kingdom in South Carolina this whole time. I'm a couple hours away from this man, and we're just now finding out about him. We were in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah,
How did we not see him?
That's a good point. Man, that would have been the best. Imagine if we went there for spring break and just like pet the tigers and stuff and met him and met all his servants and stuff. Dang, dude.
Instead, we
we
walked
do?
we walked down a street of failing motels in a crippling city based on
Construction
tourism.
being done on the house at nighttime.
Oh yeah. Some dude just sitting on a roof like barefoot, just hammering
something at nighttime.
Myrtle Beach is not as beautiful as they make it seem, y'all.
Dude, that's another thing. So like everyone in this show was like a playboy. So even Jeff Lowe, he had that he has like some 20-year-old girlfriend. It might be his wife.
I guess so. But they say that that's an open relationship as well.
Yeah.
Man.
This open relationship. In the end, it really got me because he's like she's pregnant at the end and it's kind of like a happy ending or whatever. He's like, yeah, she's pregnant, so can't wait for her to have that baby so she can get back in the gym.
He says that, and then he says, "We're getting a nanny."
Yeah.
Just immediately.
We're getting a nanny. And then they keep showing these pictures of the nanny, and she's like a smoking hot, I don't know, model chick or something. He's like, yeah, why wouldn't you want a nanny that's good to look at? There's literally like a 3 minutes of this 45-minute show is just him talking about his nanny that he's going to have when the baby's born.
I just want to know how these people get to keep their money for that long.
Yeah.
What do they know that we don't, you know? The one guy said, yeah, I'm whoever comes in the third time to help try and save the Joe Exotic Park is like, yeah, I'm bringing, $2 million worth of equipment down there to fix up this tiger park. It's supposed to be a 50-50 deal. How?
What? Wow.
Where are they getting this money? How are they keeping it?
Yeah, that guy.
Exotic animals.
He's driving a tractor with his shirt off. He's like, yeah, I'm a millionaire. I'm going to
There's that. They say he makes it sounds so dumb, but this guy walks around with a monkey. Every scene you see him in, he has a little monkey on him. He's like, they say, you never put a monkey on your back. You got to worry about the monkey on your back. But that's why I always keep my monkey on the front. And he does have a monkey on his chest.
That was his opening line.
Yeah, 99% of the shots. I can't even remember one without that little monkey on his chest.
Wow.
It's a lot of... In this show, there's a lot of dorks who stumble upon like a bunch of money, and then they become, I don't know, like you just get to see dorks with power in this show. And I think the only non-dork who had power was the Cuban guy in Florida. Like you could tell he wasn't a dork beforehand, and so that's why he was like the only normal guy, kind of.
Yeah, there's like a relative thing, normal of the crazies. Yeah.
Even though he was pretty crazy, he was literally Scarface.
Yeah, there was him. What was his name? Hartman? Was that the other exotic pet owner who had the jet ski? People were memeing that one.
The jet ski guy. Who does he look like? He looks like the son from Family Guy? Oh, Chris from he looks just like Chris from Family Guy.
I'm reminded of the villain in Toy Story 2, but the human one, the human guy. Where's the flies?
No.
Yeah,
so an owl.
Like just blonde.
No.
Yeah, that guy was talking to the feds to get Joe in jail. Because he had charges, because they had charges against him because of some charge with a lemur.
Oh yeah, he bought a lemur illegally.
That's what the prosecutors out here doing, or maybe it's just that slow in Oklahoma where this is These are the crimes that have to be stopped.
That's insane. You just be walking around and a tiger got loose, you know? You have to call the police and be like, yeah, there's a tiger.
There's a tiger running around the street. They said they shot like 40 animals that day. Just out and about.
Oh, that's so funny.
The guy released tigers onto his city.
Like a comic book villain.
and you know, like these tigers have been living in this place for who knows how long, so they obviously think his home is his home as well. So they're probably not gonna like ravish the town like the way he thought of. They're probably just gonna like go a mile and then like, oh, okay, I'm gonna come back because I'm hungry. You know, they're pet tigers.
Bro, could you imagine being a cop that day and you're just like eating donuts and like waiting for someone to speed? And then all of a sudden, the next 48 hours of your life, you're just hunting tigers
In the middle of Oklahoma. Oh man,
that would be so fun. I think it was in Virginia though.
Wait, what'd you just say?
So fun.
What?
What,
That'd
just
be
cruising
so fun.
down the street,
Shooting tigers?
shooting tigers.
Yeah. Get a shotgun and an AR.
Oh,
Because every cop has like an AR and a shotgun, and then their pistol. Dude, that would be like we had
man.
that game that you big game hunter. Whenever you go to like
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Generally, people hate those type of people.
who play big game hunter at Dave and Buster's. Those guys.
Well, no, those guys
No.
are not harming anything.
Yeah. We're talking about the real ones, the ones that have like $1 billion, and so they only get excitement by
Killing animals.
killing animals. You just said
The
that was
guys who-
cool. Man,
The guys
you-
who go to like
wow.
Africa and they go on like a safari. They're like,
Is
hey,
this what people
Matumbe,
see in Texas? And people just don't care about that? Wow, that's crazy.
What, like big game hunting? Yeah, dude, no one cares. Well, in Texas, not really.
Wow.
I mean, I can't speak for all of Texas, but
Yeah, you
I've
just
definitely
did.
been to some of those houses where they have like antelope skins and zebra skins on
I
the
mean,
floor and stuff.
I guess where's the line? I've never thought about it that much, but you know, where's the line? I mean, I'm okay with killing an antelope because they taste good, but a zebra, you're like, I don't know. It's kind of like a horse. Would you eat a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
We've already been over this on
Yeah,
a
we'll-
past
Xavier will
episode.
eat exotic meats as
Yeah.
long as they taste good.
I think the
Okay.
line you're looking for is endangered animals.
Yes, that's true. Okay, yeah.
Hey, speaking of meats, did we talk about eating a bat? Would y'all eat a bat?
All right.
Well,
Hey,
not
be
anymore.
careful.
Not anymore. You asked me like a year ago, I'm like, yeah, I'll try bat meat. But, not
No. I don't think I'd ever try it, even if I was okay with exotic birds. Not even exotic birds, just not chicken.
Wait a
Not
second.
chicken.
No, wait, everybody stop. Ace, bats aren't birds.
oh,
Hold on now.
Yeah.
Hold on now. A mammal can be a bird, though, right? A mammal. Well, hold on, Nathan. You didn't stop me, so you thought it was. You thought it
a
was
mammal can be a bird?
yeah, right.
Different. No,
You said a mammal can be a bird?
Yeah.
they're two very distinct groups.
No.
It's okay, Nathan. It's okay. Just breathe. Just
It's
breathe.
not that bad. First of all, hold on. Let me look it up.
Just breathe.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
While he's looking that up, that reminds me of that one bit from Anchorman 2. When that boy was selling a fried bat. Chicken.
Oh no.
What does it look like, AC?
Ace, what were you paying attention to
Hey, Google.
instead of in
Birds
7th grade when
can
we learned
be
about
mammals.
the animal kingdom?
No.
the animal kingdom.
Kingdom Animalia. There's mammals and birds are different. That's like saying a fish can be an amphibian.
Ace was too busy
Oh.
playing his PSP in anatomy class, 7th grade. Dude, what else was Ace doing in 7th grade? Let's see. He's probably. Oh, you know what I hated? When you had a PSP, people would be like, "You know what PSP stands for? You know what PSP stands for?"
No.
Tell me
Defending
what it stands
yourself.
for.
I don't want to say it on air, but my 12-year-old self definitely said it.
Go ahead,
I'm
type it in Discord.
Wait, y'all don't know what PSP stands for?
I mean, I know what it stands for, but it sounds like you have a different.
I know what it stands for. I bet you do.
What?
What?
Okay.
Just type it into the Discord, Nathan.
Is it
I
not
just now
like
synced the
portable?
picture of Owl from Owl's Toy Farm. I think that's the thumbnail, unfortunately.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Pretty
Oh.
small penis. I don't know why Nathan couldn't say that when he was saying Munchkin earlier today.
Oh yeah. What's worse, to say penis or munchkin on
I
air?
don't know. I don't think you should be saying Munchkin or midget. Okay. I haven't heard that one. Usually I was playing I never played my Game Boy at school. I usually played like the Game Boy. No, not the PSP. I never played my PSP at school. Like during class, I only played the Game Boy because that was easier to hide.
Yeah. I was just scared. PSP, okay. Not to, here it goes. Them black kids used to steal PSPs. That was just a hot commodity.
Oh wow. Could you just say kids?
You're right. You're right. Dude, someone's probably like stroking his beard listening to this podcast. Like, yeah, I knew it. Now I have concrete evidence that black
definitive
people
proof.
steal. They admitted themselves that black people steal stuff. Yep, I've let every race down. Have we talked about Pakistani people yet?
Hey,
Well,
we don't
were
have
talking
to.
about
What was the answer to the question you Googled, Asen?
The answer was no. It literally was a big NO. Google didn't need to do that. All right, I was just learning. I swear. I honestly, I swear that like ostriches had hair. I thought that was just like one of those crazy things. Like they had hair and that they produce milk, which is like that's that's a sign of mammals, right?
mammals.
I'm gonna look up right now. Do ostriches?
I thought, but they don't. I now know, Justin. You don't need to look up anything because I now know ostriches don't have hair, okay? And they do not breastfeed, okay? I get it.
Okay.
Why are you looking up anything? God.
Good. All right. There was something else. Oh, all right. I guess this may be one of the last things about Tiger King, unless anybody else says anything. But they were saying that these cubs get born, and then in 3 months they can take a finger off. These things will kill you in less than a year. Why do people want these as pets?
Yeah. I saw it once. It was really nice when they had the picture graphic of the timeline.
Yeah.
How they're only actually profitable for 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
And after that, it's a liability. You might as well
It's just a man-eating cat.
Ooh,
The next scene, Shaq says, "I got 2. I bought 2 more."
They touched on this, but I don't know if they finished it because I haven't to show yet. Did they ever talk about what Doc does with the tigers that just disappear?
He has an on-site crematorium on that plantation.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't get why that's so, like, that was why they were trying to get him in trouble. Like, that he kills tigers. He euthanizes tigers when they're too old. That's what you do with every animal. But I guess when it's a tiger and
they're less than a year old though.
That's what he's doing?
Like as soon as they can't be used for the playtimes, he kills them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little too young. A little bit.
You know what's crazy? I've seen Doc Antle before. Like, you remember when we were kids and we were learning what a liger was and stuff? We're like,
yeah,
liger. That was kind of like a meme. I remember watching him show off his ligers.
I think it was I remember seeing like a National Geographic like kids edition.
Yeah.
Was it Ranger Rick? Did you ever read those?
I think so, yeah.
It's just like an animal magazine.
That was back when like YouTube was first starting. You're like, oh, let me get on this YouTube website and look at a liger. Have you ever seen a liger? It's my favorite animal. There's always that kid in middle school. A liger is my favorite animal.
I think Napoleon Dynamite.
I think you just quoted Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh.
But yeah, no, that's right.
You talking about animal magazines? Shoot, I just saw a commercial on YouTube for one of those animal magazines they advertised on TV.
Yeah, we were. What was it?
Something.
Zoo.
I think Zoo Books. Y'all remember Zoo Books? Remember that commercial?
Zoo Books. Yeah.
The elephant one was always free. I ran into that commercial the other day. Probably because YouTube knew I was watching Tiger King. Even though I don't think Netflix is related to Google in any way, right?
No, I think they
No.
should be competing, right?
Okay. Huh. Well, looks like Google sold my information to or Netflix sold my information to Google, and then they gave it to YouTube, and then YouTube recommended me the commercial for Zoo Books.
All within a matter of seconds. Isn't that crazy?
But I still gave it a like though.
Yeah. So Tiger King, he's spoiler alert, but he goes to jail, Joe Exotic. And I think it's funny. I read an article that, of course, Cardi B has she started a GoFundMe to get Joe Exotic out of jail. And GoFundMe, they responded and they said, we cannot create GoFundMes for people who are facing criminal charges, especially for violent crimes. And so it got taken down. But
Isn't Cardi
yeah,
B rich?
yes, very
Okay.
the most successful female artist maybe last year.
I mean, she can't like buy him out though. She has to. Or was she raising money? That's weird then.
You said it was a GoFundMe.
Yeah, she
That is
started a
weird.
GoFundMe
Huh.
What's she raising money for? If she has the money.
to get him out of jail. I don't know, because she don't want to put her own money into Joe Exotic.
Okay. That's weird.
I guess
And then
maybe
he-
to buy the park back or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd love to go to a tiger park. Where do y'all stand on that? On the PETA to Joe Exotic scale, where do y'all land
Somewhere in the-
on tiger rights, animal rights?
Probably after this one, I'm a little more towards the tiger side. Yeah, they do a good job of making you feel bad if you want to go hold a tiger, or at least Carol Baskin did.
Yeah,
So which side? Are you more on the PETA side or the Joe side?
I
I'll probably be in the middle.
I don't know. I like Joe as a person, but I personally don't have any desire to hold a tiger anymore.
it's a good little middle ground. I would hold a tiger. I'd hold the heck out of a tiger. I'd have it on Instagram. It'd be on my profile picture. I put it on Facebook.
Those are literally the people they villainized in the in the documentary.
I mean, Carol Baskin did. Her and her army of purple shirt women are gonna get on Facebook and comment me to death, bro. I don't care, dude. I don't care. I hope your flower necklace gets tangled up. I really don't care. I'm gonna take a picture for the clout. I'm gonna get that clout.
To the Baskin estate, parody.
Actually, yeah, we don't need any. I've seen how it ended up for what's it called, for Joe, for talking trash about PETA. Yeah, so I'm not. I take that back about you and your purple shirts and your flower necklaces. You can keep them. I'm sorry for my comments, and I deeply apologize. But that being said, I would love to feed a tiger and hold a baby tiger.
I'd feed a tiger. Not I need to have a pole or whatever though.
Throw
I'll
a
put my
steak
hand-
over there.
Yeah, I'll throw a steak in there.
Does Mike Tyson still have his tiger? That
I
didn't
was
die.
wondering.
They don't
Probably
live.
Right.
Tigers don't live like 10 years or?
I feel like 20 something,
Oh, for real? Oh, wow.
especially for like a rich guy.
Is Mike Tyson in jail or is he still walking around?
Who?
He's out there walking
Mike
around.
Tyson. He's walking around?
Yeah.
Huh.
Mike
Mike
Tyson?
Tyson?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was
He got in trouble for the rape charges.
Oh.
Maybe that fell through.
he was airboxing his dog yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, he has like a good podcast, and he's like a social media guy now. He has a really good podcast, actually. It's called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. If you can stand the lisp, the whole show. Hey, so I did I saw you on Tiger King.
that's
and,
good.
I remember meeting you in the 80s. You remember that? Yeah, I remember. I actually met you, Mike Tyson. I met you back when you came through Oklahoma City on your way to Vegas. We had handed you some talk. Yeah, man, you was crazy with that, man. I remember I was in between fights, and I needed a tiger, and you sold me that tiger, and I'm just really deeply appreciating everything that you have done for the tiger community. And Carol Baskin, man, I'll help you out with that Carol Baskin thing. Oh, I appreciate it, man. We got to get that witch in jail. Yeah, we got to get that witch
Nathan,
in jail.
I'm gonna stop you right there. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay. No, I could not listen to his podcast because I usually listen to podcasts, with my headphones on. Maybe if I played it in the car. then I can't listen to that in my ear. Like just from your example right now, I had to stop you. Speaking of people not in jail, did you see O.J. Simpson's tweet about the documentary?
No, what do you say?
O.J. Simpson said he thinks Carol Baskin got away with murder. O.J. Simpson.
So, game recognized game though. So,
Now, what's he? It's obviously video. He makes the video, so because that makes us more scared. I'm not going to comment under the video if I see his face. For himself, and he's just saying. Basically, he just said he thinks Karen Baskin got away with killing her husband and feeding him the tigers. But I'm like, come on, OJ, come on. He's doing it on purpose, right? He has to be doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I think so.
he knows.
Is that all we got for this Tiger King? Have we talked ourselves out?
I think that was a good hour straight. Tiger King.
If you could be any character on Tiger King, who would you be?
There's that's a very hard question, actually.
Yeah.
No, I'll be Joe's defense attorney. Actually, who was it? The campaign manager. I think he had a pretty interesting take on things.
Oh man.
He seemed like you can still be there, but you're not always in physical harm.
Yeah.
I haven't finished the show, but I did like the guy who was in charge of the Joe's TV show. You talking about that guy?
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good one too.
Yeah, I won't mind.
He's like Chris Hansen's older brother who went to community college and said that's what
he was like Eric Kirkman or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Something Dirkman.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'd be the Florida guy, the Scarface guy.
The man who witnessed someone else get chopped up in little pieces and then burnt alive or burnt up.
Yeah,
him, but mostly the not that part.
The later part of his life.
Now. Yeah.
I'd be Doc Antle. I don't care. He has a lot of land.
Well, I guess
and women. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Jason, go ahead. Tell me about this other topic you got.
Yeah.
Lunch.
All right, Justin's going to delete that. All right. So, let's see. So I've been. This is kind of going back to the virus, coronavirus. I'm going to preface this by saying, anyone that's saying Rona right now, I think I hate you.
Hey, stop.
All right. It's called the coronavirus. We don't need to. I think Idris said this. We don't need to do that to every single word. The Black community doesn't need to. What am I thinking of? Huh? What am I thinking of? Huh? We don't need to what every word.
Abbreviate every word.
There we go. All right. Yeah. I'm saying it to you, Nathan, because you're the type of person to say Rona in a conversation.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa, man.
I'm letting you know now. I really don't appreciate people doing that. Just say coronavirus.
Okay, I grew up
COVID-19.
around a bunch of future frat dudes, but not like black frat, but like white frat, American Pie type frat dudes. And so that's why I say stuff like Rona or your butt beans or something, or have y'all ever heard butt beans?
No.
You're so beans about that, dude. You're bro, what a chotch thing to do, I got all that. I speak both languages, baby, What are you saying, Ace, though?
All right, so let's stop saying Rona. Anyway, I was at work, so I still have to go into work. I haven't been blessed with having to stay inside in my own house, Shout out to us out there having to go into work. I'm not a medical professional, but I still have to go because I'm essential. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Your boy's essential. Anyway, not anymore though.
You're essential, but you never use oil on your skin. Dang, I could have flipped that. I could have said you're essential and you always use oil on your skin, but the wrong type of oil. You use like canola oil instead of
Right. Nathan uses his underwear as a mask. Can I go? All right. So
you can go.
Yeah. All right. Clean your ears out right now. Should be enough time. Anyway, so yeah, I've been at work and there's people have just been making jokes because 90% of the office isn't there. So there's this one guy, he keeps walking by his people's cubicle and pretending to spit in his hands like he's about to play a game of tug of war. He goes like, toot, toot. And then he stops walking, and then he just stares at the person that whoever hears him. He's been doing that like all week. It's been really weird. Like, it was funny like the first 2 times, but then like by Friday it was just like, all right, man.
How was that funny at all? Who's laughing at that?
Dude, come on, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. He was just toot, toot. But he wasn't actually spitting in his hands, you know. He's like toot, toot.
Sounds like a crazy person to me.
Yeah, you know, maybe. But yeah, that was my week mostly. It was just people have just been doing some crazy stuff. Not so funny. There was a guy walking in the office. He said, "Hey, Cheryl," and she said, "What's going on?" He said, "Not much. I went to the beach last weekend." And she said, "You know what? Good for you." And he said, "Thank you." And I was like, and these people were old. Like, these were like 50s, 60s. So I was just kind of confused on like why people are going to the beach. Maybe Nathan can explain that, because last episode we had to like tell him basically not to go to the beach.
Yep.
Because people are going to the beach, and like people are still doing the stuff where they're like going outside. Like, it's disconcerting. And it's a problem out here. People really aren't taking this seriously enough. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not essential anymore, so not going into work. Not going into work. And not getting paid. It's all right. I put my life savings into Carnival stock.
Now, I don't think you want to say this out loud on the podcast. You better wait until you get a good profit back.
Oh no, I'm gonna double down and say it again. Put my life savings. I know some people heard that right now. I put my life savings into Carnival and Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. Now, listen, sounds like a bad time, right? Sounds like a bad time. But I bought in when they were at $10.50, and now they've gone down to $8. But understand, they're always gonna go back up. They're too big to fail.
It's gonna be worth it in like a year or two.
Yeah,
don't you need money right now?
So I do need money right now, and there's the problem. I should not have put all of it in there, and at that I put it into a margin account, so it's collecting interest that I have to pay when I want to take it out. But understand, at the end of this, your boy's gonna be a millionaire. All right, so we just waiting to see. That's right, ladies. If you're listening, give me 3 years and I'll be a millionaire.
With the margin account, is there a deadline? Do you have to start paying it back, or you just leave it there until death?
Yeah. So basically, every day it collects interest. So, or I have to pay an interest. Well, I don't have to pay it until I want to take my money out of the account, and then that's when it does it automatically, unless I don't have enough money to pay them back, which then they're going to call me, and then that's when I end up on a hit list, because you don't want to own a loan shark money, but you definitely don't want to own like Warren Buffett money, because he'll get his money back, you know. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on that. But yeah, it's it was either the smartest investment or the dumbest one, you know. It was kind of like 80-20. People were saying don't invest in cruise lines right now, but then there were 20% of the people like, maybe this is the best time to invest. So, you know, just doing a little betting on black. Ain't that right?
I guess I don't know much about the stocks, but why wouldn't now be the best time to invest in it now? So it's not going to be a quick return, obviously, but isn't like
when
everything
couple of years return.
Yeah.
No, not even a couple of years. I'm telling you, I give it.
Don't bother about. Don't, just to be safe. Let's say a couple of years. Definitely going to be good.
Nobody's going on a cruise the rest of 2020.
Listen.
And it's probably going to be sometime next year.
All right, let's do the numbers with me. There are 7 billion people.
Okay, stop,
on this planet.
Just this example, we're saying yes. Wouldn't now be the best time to invest if you have the money?
Oh, okay, yeah, most definitely. If you're trying to invest, yeah, definitely get a cash account if you don't already have one, and invest in some of these stocks that are low, like airline industries. A lot.
Hey, so you in a rocking chair or something?
That was not me. All right, that was Justin.
That
That was not me.
Justin, that was your chair. All right, I can see it on the screen. You sit in a chair, right?
Yeah, but it's not rocking.
Yeah. No, you were leaning back. I could hear it. I could hear the chair. Anyway, yeah, no. Dang, I forgot what we were talking about, but yeah.
But
Make
yeah,
it happen.
if you have the
Carnival
money
Cruise
to
Line.
invest in something like Carnival Cruise that you know they're not going to go bankrupt, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Carnival, Spirit. I heard Spirit was a good one to invest in now because Spirit won't go out of business.
Yeah, no matter how much you hate it, they're not going to go out of business.
They're not going to go out of business because
I've noticed with
perfected
Spirit,
cheap flights.
with Spirit, I've noticed because I'm well, like if you don't want to invest in like Boeing or like a big or like Airbus because you work for them or something, if you don't want to if you don't want to invest in them, basically I noticed that like Spirit and Delta and like United, they basically follow, like if Boeing stock drops, Spirit's stock also drops, and United, they also drop. Like it's almost like they're kind of tied up together. And so if you don't want to, what's it called, like if you invest in one part of the airline industry, it'll be like the rest of the airline industry will follow it, kind of. I don't know if that ever made
But
sense,
things
though.
like the one I was thinking about, why I like Spirit, not only because they're cheap, but they don't have any 737s, Maxes, Max 8s, right? So they don't have to worry about. Do they?
Well, they did.
I didn't think they bought any. I thought they were.
What
I
money?
thought they were flying another
No,
whole.
And I think they
whole
only fly
fleet.
Airbus.
Yeah.
What like the reason why Spirit is so cheap is because they like lease all their planes. So, and they'll always tell you they have the newest fleet. And it's because they're basically just like leasing the newest planes, and then they'll give them back after 2 years, and then they'll just lease a new type of plane. So that's cheaper for them. Instead of like Delta Airlines, they buy planes and they also refurbish planes and like do maintenance on these old planes. And so
I thought leasing
different
for
types
like
of-
these big commercial planes were actually like really expensive. Like, but I guess they make a lot of money, obviously.
yeah. And it depends because they save money on definitely like interior design and interior comfort and
Yeah, because you sit on a cardboard box.
and they don't fly from as many spots too. Like they fly out of only big cities. It's not like you're gonna.
Yeah. In Atlanta, they have one terminal, whereas Delta literally owns half the airport. So four little, what do you call them? Gates is what Spirit has. I've never flown Spirit, but I have bought a Spirit ticket, and I waited, I think, 12 hours in the airport just for them to board us on the plane and then cancel the flight.
Yeah, happened to me too.
So I cannot, in good conscience, tell people to invest in Spirit. But hey, do what you want with your money.
Yeah, no, they only fly Airbuses, but they do have a 321. That's a nice plane. All
Yeah,
right.
it is. Airbuses are really pretty nice.
Yeah, financially though, they're not doing too well.
Airbus too?
Dude, everyone.
I guess no one is right now.
Like you said, I mean, if Boeing's doing badly, then you can rest assured that most other companies below them are not doing that well.
Yeah.
I think you forget about Bombardier. I think their stocks are like it could be like at $5 or something stupid like that.
But wait, people with private jets can still fly right now because that's not 10 people. So they may still be just
Yeah,
going.
sure, they're still taking flights. I mean, I think it's just the 10 people. That's just a social guideline right now. There's no laws or orders.
Or Justin over there flying, the Cessnas. They're probably
Hey, I
killing
don't
it.
find nothing.
You don't fly Cessnas?
I don't find nothing.
Talk about Nathan crazy.
Should I not be talking about? Okay, golly, man. I feel like I break every rule, every podcast. Y'all want to hear something funny though? This big old fat guy.
Why'd you say it under your breath like that?
Hey, chill out. This is big old fat guy.
Seriously though, it's a problem.
Hey.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like I was saying, there's this big old fat guy in my office who he like walks up and down the aisles, and he's kind of like the spit guy in Ace's office, is what it sounds like. But one of the last things I heard was he. I was walking. I think I had just gotten like my lunch or something from the microwave, and I just hear him say, "Don't worry, it's not airborne. You can't catch it from a fart."
Was he talking to someone, or was he just saying it out loud?
He's in someone's cube, like standing in someone's cube talking to him.
No.
What is this? What's going on in Huntsville?
That's nasty.
It's so nasty.
That's supposed to be the smartest part of Alabama.
Yeah, that messes me up sometimes. Smartest part of Alabama. Maybe not. All right. Well, what else we got? We got Drake's son, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if y'all see a picture of, you can look up picture of Drake's son now. You know, first he was hiding the world from his son. He's hiding the world, you know, whatever, hiding son from the world. But now he's not hiding him, and it's there's pictures online. This baby is. If you thought Michael Jackson had some white kids, I don't think I've ever seen a whiter kid. He could be like, he looks like, I've already crossed a lot of lines, but if Hitler were to say, this is the perfect, this is the perfect Aryan child that I want you guys to fill the earth with and populate the earth with this Aryan breed, he would take Drake's baby, and he might even give Drake's baby a tan, because that baby's so white. Kid has blonde hair, super blue eyes, and he kind of resembles Drake. But yeah, I mean, we've all seen Drake. He has black hair, he's tan, and then the child's mother, she has black hair. She's kind of tan. I think she's I don't know what race she is.
It's French.
She's French, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I had a hard time believing that this was Drake's kid. But
he keeps pleading to the world. He said, I had 3 tests taken, please.
Yeah.
It's my son.
I see why he had 3 tests taken, because I would imagine, like, as a black man, you sleep with a black-haired white woman, and then she says, I'm pregnant, and the baby's blonde. You're like, what? Bro, I'd be taking tests every week.
I think we have to realize, though, Drake is only half black. All right,
Yes.
his mom is white. So, what's the math in that? 75% of that child is white.
75% white.
Technically, but I'm more shocked at the blue eyes. Like, I get that the baby will, look that light, but the blue eyes is what gets me, because Drake has brown eyes and this woman has brown eyes. Now we know that Drake's mom has blue eyes, but the numbers say that's 25% chance. I think it's a little less than that, frankly. It has to be a little less than that, because I think the eyes are like, you could tell me if I'm wrong, I think recessive traits from the father. So if Drake's dad is black, then why would eye color, blue eyes be coming from his mom, right? And yeah, I don't know. I just got confused with that, because the numbers, they don't add up. But it technically is possible, because it is true. Or unless every time he went to go get a hair strand from the baby, she would the woman would just take a piece of hair off of Drake, like Scooby-Doo style, and then and then just give it to the doctors. But I don't know. It's his child, but it damn doesn't look like him. All right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Looking at a side-by-side comparison, it does look a lot like his mom,
Yeah.
or Drake's mom.
Okay.
That's some crazy genes right there. I'll tell you that.
That is. And of course it happens to Drake.
Yeah.
Of course his son comes out looking like beautiful, honestly.
That is probably like the cutest baby in existence.
Yeah, of course. Same reason why it's a coincidence that Harvey Weinstein caught coronavirus in jail. Same coincidence that Drake has a blue-eyed, blonde-haired, and then the kid's gonna grow up being half black, so he's gonna have that clout, and his dad's gonna be Drake, and he's gonna have that clout.
Yeah,
I bet the son's gonna be like super tall also. I'm already
I think
jealous.
it'll be a little different though. It's like in France, they have like laws to stop the paparazzi and whatnot, like we don't have here. So I think he made a little more normal. I guess as normal as a life as you can expect, but not hyper exposed life in America.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is the first time we're seeing him. He's like what, 3 or 4, 2 or 3.
No,
Yeah.
because he was born around like Scorpion time. Scorpion came out in 2018. Whoa.
Why are you
Scorpion.
even watching that movie?
Scorpion came out in 2018.
That's the
yeah.
album.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Scorpion, the
Scorpion King.
Yeah.
No.
About to say, why were you watching that in 2018? That's nasty.
No, yeah, So, okay, we're done with that racist topic. Let's go to another racist topic. Let's see what we got. We got lunch, 6-foot rule, and going to the beach. What's this about? Is it like you can't go to the beach?
It seems like
All right,
yeah.
I already talked about that. I already talked about that. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And
real quick, Boris Johnson. We just wanted to update y'all. Man, today just got admitted to the hospital, and they're gonna say that he and his people are gonna say that he willingly went into the hospital, but this man has the virus now for the 10th day. All right. He is he's being admitted into the hospital because he needs to go to the hospital. All right. Not because he's just like, he's feeling better, but he just want to make sure everything's looking good down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he's going to the hospital because man got coronavirus because he's a dirty boy.
Wait.
Okay.
Remind people who this man is.
The Prime Minister of the UK.
Wait, say his name again. Or am I looking at
Boris
right now?
Johnson.
Oh, I'm on the wall.
The Boris throws you off.
Yeah.
Because someone named Boris probably shouldn't be leading. But
yeah. But when you see him, he looks like his name is Boris, though.
Yeah.
He looks like he was in a bad early 2000s comedy.
I like. Never mind. I won't say what I'm going to say. But yeah,
like
he
Ben Stiller or something. Isn't that Dumb and Dumber? That's what he looks like. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's what he looks like. Go on, Ace.
No, but yeah, I mean, he's just a really weird guy, and he told people that he's still going to shake hands, and now he's sick. You know, he's sick, and that's who you have leading your country. Okay, after you just left the EU. All right, I don't know. All right, I don't live over there, so I can only have my opinions from afar. But something ain't right with the guy that during a pandemic says I'm still going to shake hands and then gets the virus. All right.
I'm looking at our pod statistics. We actually had some people listening, from across the pond. So
yeah, well, sorry for what you guys are going through. Maybe next time, do better. Yeah, I ain't changing my opinions. That's a dumb man. That is actually a dumb man.
Yo, if you're from across the pond and we have goofy American accents and you're listening and you think if you're listening, just reach out to us. Like DM us on Twitter. We'd love to talk to you. If you have any questions, we'd love to answer some questions about what it's like in America or something.
We're looking for people to do some work with an accent. All right, let us know.
Yeah. I'm so sorry if I've offended you, people from around the world. It's all jokes, guys. It's all jokes.
Yeah.
Actually, just because I'm looking at it right now, I'm gonna brag on us again. We have had listeners from every continent on the planet except for Antarctica.
Whoa!
Guess that's
Yeah.
next.
Hey, we're coming to you next, Antarctica, but we have the U.S. obviously, a handful in South America, quite a few in Europe. Africa, we got 4 people who listened to us while they were in South Africa.
Hey, shout out to
whoa.
Yeah.
That's nice.
People in South Korea, India, Asia,
You said
Indonesia,
North Korea?
even. We're working on it. Philippines, and even Australia. We got some listens out there too. So
Dang.
it's global out here.
South Korea is nice. That's nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you from South Korea? Let us know. All right. We want to get you on the podcast. I got some questions.
It literally takes nothing for you to get on this podcast. All you have to do is comment and we will put you on here. We'll talk about you. That's how few comments we get.
Yeah. I asked. We do have some regulars that be out there. Shout out Jasmine. Shout out to Brian. Shout out Nika. We can shout out Nick. Nick, we uploaded a podcast today, and Nick already was telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about soda water. All right.
All right, good. See?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I told Nick, because Nick likes food. I said, go make some brownies and have some soda water with the brownies. All right, and I promise you, it will change your life. It's brownies or sugar and soda water together is like
what?
It's like a perfect mix. Like I'm saying, like a brownie and soda water will cleanse the palate perfectly. So every bite of that brownie tastes new. I'm telling you right now, you do it with milk, but milk is sweet. So it's already going to, it's not cleansing the palate.
I'm not trying to cleanse the palate. It just adds the flavor, that creamy milk plus the brownie.
No. See that you get that, but then after you're done, you're like, oh, I just ate indigestion. You remember that commercial? Like you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. But when you eat a brownie and some soda water, man, that's a dangerous combo. Dangerous. Aren't I right? Tell him, name.
Dude, you are right. Like that's
okay. All right. Thank you.
Slaps. It goes.
You go see anyone like professional like tasters. They always have like some fizzy bubbly.
Ugh.
So. Yeah,
and they're doing that, like you're saying, for a reason, though, not just because they like it.
That's not true. They do like it. All right, they like their jobs. And we are sponsored by LaCroix, so you can't be saying this about the podcast. All right, man, you can't be saying this on the podcast.
Sponsored by LaCroix. Dry your mouth out. Dry it out. Yes, sir. Yo, so I haven't been on Instagram in a minute, in like maybe 2 months, and I got on for the first time like a couple days ago, and I finally know what it feels like to like see memes and people like talking about memes, and you don't understand what the heck is going on. And so it was there's this meme. It was like this kid in a hospital bed, and he's like, "Am I gonna be okay?" And and then in the window, it's these African guys with like these black hats. And I remember I looked at this meme for like 5 minutes straight. I was like, what is this meme about? And it wasn't until it was like the next day I got on and I saw the full meme of those African guys like dancing with a casket.
Yeah.
It's such a simple formula, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah. These memes. Like, imagine if you didn't know what Tiger King was and you weren't on social media, and then all of a sudden you get on social media, you see some dude with like a mullet talking about, I don't know, I'll never financially recover from this. It would be, I don't know. I think we're underestimating the boomers, and we're really we gotta appreciate the boomers while they're here. See, and I'm sorry if I've ever made fun of any boomers. Any boomers who are listening, we love you, and we're thankful for you for like, the sacrifices you've made for this country, and even though you've taken the last of the Social Security away, none of my generation is going to get a pension or anything, and now we're applying for unemployment at 22 years old. We still love you, boomers. We still love you. It was a boomer who invented anime. We don't think about that too often. It was a boomer who invented tennis shoes. We don't think about that. Boomer started Nike. There's a boomer who started, not Facebook. Boomers started VHS tapes. There's a boomer who made Jurassic Park. And, I didn't.
Oof. All right.
Boomers made Star Wars. Boomers love Star Wars. You heard that keyboard clicking. That's Justin telling me to stop talking on the little chat. But okay, so I went out in, this is kind of something I want to talk to y'all about. I went to the grocery store when this quarantine first started, when toilet paper was starting to first sell out. And
that's because you bought it all.
Nah, bro. I buy tissues. I buy tissues for my face because I cry every time I think about your hairline or whatever. I don't know. I'm not in the mood for a joke right now. I'm telling a real, this is.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I just put my heart out there. Just kidding. I'm about to tell a joke. But, what, dude?
Your neck? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You've been saying your neck like multiple times a day, and you keep saying neck like you got multiple necks, dude. And honestly, I wouldn't put it past you. I feel like since you've been in Carolina, I haven't seen you in like a year or two. Man, I haven't. But you probably got multiple necks going on. You probably like that guy in Hercules, that creature in Hercules, who he cuts off one head and like 3 others grow. You know, that dog we heard barking was probably just one of your other necks. And you had to
Other
hide
heads?
it
All
in
right. Look.
your jacket. See, I'm just painting you to be a creature, just like a mythical.
How
like
about
a
you learn to
chimera.
wash your hands and tie your shoes, all right, before you start coming at other people? You're like 24 years old and you still can't do these basic things.
You sound like Bill Cosby right now.
You're 22 years old. You can't tie your shoelaces.
It's like not a
Learn how
mean
to
thing, but
do
that's
the
a mean thing to
basics.
say. Wow.
You sound like Bill Cosby. That's crazy. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's real bad. You're not the bad. You know, Ace, I do really think highly of you, but you're a goofball. You know that, right? You're
Well,
a
you
goofball.
know, maybe if you stop hanging out with Cardi B, I think more of you too.
Bro, if I hung out with Cardi B, this podcast would be a lot better. Okay, can we just say that? We'd have a lot more people listening. We'd
I
have
don't
the
know.
hood listening.
I
in
don't
that
know.
sense, I think our
You,
content would be just as good.
Yeah,
Or
I think it'd be just as
not better.
good. I'm just saying, maybe if you didn't have to sell Quaaludes to Cardi B, you wouldn't be trying to support your car payments.
All right.
All right, he's going there.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
think
took
the
it
hood
there.
is listening? Y'all think the hood's listening to
That's exactly what that's exactly what
A
someone that's
Quaalude
never walked in the hood would say. Man, y'all think the hood is listening? Man.
Okay,
I
get
only
back
know
on track.
Mercedes and BMW. I think the hood's listening? Get out of here. All right.
but
Say what you
I
gonna
went
say.
in- I went into Walmart and it was right as the quarantine started, and this guy I just see him go in and go out with like a 32 pack of beer, and that's all he grabbed. Meanwhile, everyone was getting like beans and like essentials, meats and grains and bread, and he just gets a 32 pack of beer. Have y'all seen what are some crazy things you've seen out in public, Ben, so far?
I haven't seen anything in public yet. But I did see a video online of a couple trying to buy 400 things of Mountain Dew. Time of this crisis, they need a Mountain Dew, and Walmart was like, no, or Kroger, it was a Kroger. They said you can't do that. And then the rest of the video was just yelling at the store. They wanted the whole stock of Mountain Dew.
I think an odd one is Nintendo Switches are selling out.
Oh yeah,
Because everybody's chilling at home. Perfect time to get a Switch, and I encourage everyone to get one as well.
yeah. We just
whenever they
got
come
one
back.
for Jasmine.
Yeah, Jessica just got a Switch.
Oh, so
Whoa.
it's time. It's time.
Everybody, Nathan, go ahead and get a Switch. All
Oh, I
right.
get a Switch. Okay.
To get a Switch? To do what with?
Okay. Well, the
Never.
Switch is a
Okay.
video game console, and you play video games on it.
You play games on it, Nathan.
But like, what games though? What games is it? Just Smash? That's all I've seen people play is Smash.
That's all. All right. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Hey,
to Smash. Get Smash.
Hey, don't listen to Justin. Hey, not playing.
Just get Smash.
Not playing Smash, but they got plenty of online games we can play.
Huh?
All right.
I should get it.
Or Rocket League. We can get a
Alright,
Rocket
can
ID, and we can all play Rocket League. Get in that Rumble.
If you think you win me over with Rumble, you're not gonna win me over with Rumble, Justin. Nathan, I hate
We
Rocket
can
League so
all-
much.
Get over and play a little Rumble.
Let me tell y'all about how AC and Justin got me like basically in hostage situation here. Every month I delete the game Rocket League, and every month I download it once. I play a couple rounds with Justin and AC and see if I like it, and then if I don't like it and I don't, I delete it again. So we just played some last night, and we got lit up like 11-0.
That was just one round. We won.
It
some
was-
games.
Yeah, the first one we
11-0.
played, we won though. So he's not telling you the full thing.
Yeah, we won the first one, but then we lost
Yeah.
everyone after that.
Hey, we only played like 3. All right.
Well,
These are
in one of
5-minute
them,
games.
we lost 11-0, and the guy said, "Poor small Xavier." Small Xavier, because my score was only 44, and the guy who said it had the score of 1,500. I'm like, please, why are you trying to hurt me? I didn't care because I don't care about the game, obviously, but that's just the Rocket League community, you know?
Oh yeah, the game is definitely toxic. All right.
Yeah, so
But
I don't
that's
need
part
that
of the
kind of
fun.
toxicity in my life right now.
It's just part of the fun.
So I delete it every month. And Justin calls it fun, but I know Asian hates it as well. He just doesn't want to admit it in front of Justin.
I think the podcast art now has to be our car slamming the camera. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. Xavier brought that upon you all. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I heard Nintendo Switch just stands for seriously wrathful itch. Is that
Hey, what are you doing with your life right now?
I think that's the time.
No. What was that?
I think that's the time right there.
I think Switch just stands for seriously wimpy incels touching cat hair.
Go ahead and sign this out, Justin.
Craig
I
is.
think-
I'm gonna
I
bring
think
Craig
Nathan
out, but
stands
that's
for
how
nasty
the
boy
episode
who
is.
doesn't wash
wait.
hands but puts them in mud and then licks his butt. You butt bean boy. Yeah, you like
Justin,
that?
please. Give
Yeah.
me
Wait, real quick. Let's talk about Drake and Frank Ocean. What do y'all think about Tootsie Roll or Tootsie Slide?
I think it's decent.
Nah, I didn't really care for it. To be honest with you.
I bet
I didn't really
14-year-olds are going crazy over it though.
Yeah, it was an engineered song to get more TikTok money. I don't even know what that means anymore.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to it.
definitely.
It just sounds generic. Maybe I need to listen to the whole song. I don't know. I've
It's-
only
it's
heard
just
the
a-
dance part.
It's
only heard the-
basically it's like cha-cha slide. It's literally just one of those type like
The whole
Soulja
song.
Boy.
The whole song is just like the 10 seconds worth of TikTok I see going on, or is it like? Is there anything important?
There's no meaning in it. It's just watch me dance. I love when you dance. Watch my dance. Slide to the left, slide to the right.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, this year, like, if you go back to the beginning of this year, or even like to June of last year, TikTok dances they've just gotten better. I'm not a fan of TikTok, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen the dances, and this one was definitely a step in the wrong direction. In TikTok dances takes no effort. Maybe that's a point that any person can do it, I guess. But then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, should my grandparents really be dancing to Drake trying to finesse into a woman's DMs or something? I don't know. I don't know. But it's not the cha-cha slide, because the cha-cha slide has no you're not trying to pick up a woman, or a man in that in the cha-cha slide, or the electric slide. That's I don't know.
I don't think anyone who could pick up a woman with the cha-cha slide or the electric slide. I don't know, man. Like, you already had it. It wasn't
I
the
guess-
cha-cha slide that got you. the
Yeah,
woman.
you're already a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these two Frank Ocean songs that came out. So I don't know. I have to ask, what is so these two songs, Cayendo and Dear April, we actually mentioned them earlier on the podcast because they got leaked about 4 or 5 months ago. And so these new songs come out by Frank. How much of a tool am I that every time someone sends me the song saying, new Frank Ocean, OMG.
Call him a casual. Keep it
Yeah,
moving.
but does it make me a tool to say, I've had this on my for 6 months? Who's the tool? Is it me or the person? I mean, we could just end this podcast with me saying I'm a tool.
But we will.
What? Hey,
Hey, wait. Before that, I mean, are the songs good?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're just like, chill Frank Ocean songs. Cayendo, he's singing in Spanish, which is kind of interesting.
I don't know. Maybe before everything goes down in flames, you might get that album he's talking about. That's my hope.
I think it's coming. I think
Yeah,
he's coming, man.
That's what I want. I don't know. I know I'm expecting another blonde, but I know we're not gonna get that. Or we might. I don't know.
You know what SWITCH stands for? It stands for Superwoman is the coolest hero.
Okay. Anyway, before we end the podcast, real quick, I just want to say that Justin told me that he used to watch Jersey Shore pretty aggressively. So
Maybe we can talk about that next episode.
yeah, sleep on that, y'all.
I don't mind going back into those days. Yeah, like I said, or like Ace just said, thank you all for listening, for tuning in with us one more time. We'll see you all next go around. Stay safe out there.
Chill.